How to Travel Iceland, Part 4. Iceland's Western Region. The Western Region of Iceland is home to many picture-perfect landscapes, the most popular of which can be found on the mountainous Snaefellsnes peninsula. It is also a historic area, with many sagas, folklore, or just tales of folk. The scenes of these stories are everywhere for all to see. Tiny churches standing alone and areas of nature and natural beauty, you could not find a more serene place to be. Welcome to Limitless. If you're new to the channel, we talk about the limitless ways our world amazes us every day. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can be part of the fun. In this, the fourth of a four-part series exploring Iceland, we take you to the impressive mountains, the cascading waterfalls, and the quaint fishing villages in the ultimate sightseeing road trip of the Western Region of Iceland. So grab those woolly hats, scarves and gloves and be prepared for How to Travel Iceland Part 4, Iceland's Western Region. Dynjandi Waterfall. Deep in the remote west fjords of Iceland, you will find the breathtakingly beautiful Dynjandi Waterfall. It is the biggest waterfall in the West Fjords and truly deserves to be called the jewel of the West Fjords. Dynjandi is one of the, if not the most beautiful and majestic waterfalls in Iceland. It also goes by the name of Hraunfoss and cascades some 99 to 100 meters, looking exactly like a bridal veil. On the top, it is 30 meters wide and widens up to 60 meters at the bottom. There are 6 other waterfalls below Dynjandi, which you will pass as you make your way up to it, making it a total of 200 meters from top to bottom. At the bottom, they all end up in foss, which is the Icelandic term for a waterfall. To reach Dynjandi, there is a rocky path alongside the waterfalls, consisting of steps and slopes, which were made in 1996 by local volunteers, and it should only take you about 15 minutes to get up there, but it is a bit of a climb, so be prepared. The Icelandic term Dynjandi means thunderous or resounding, and you will understand why when you're standing next to it. The noise is amazing. Dynjandi carries water down from the Dynjandis river into the ford below. The river itself runs from a lake. Because Dynjandi is a runoff river, it is subject to seasonal floods. When this happens, the river can increase in size to 10 times its volume. This, of course, makes the waterfalls even more spectacular. The name of the smaller falls are Hraunfossar, Strumpgliufrafoss, Gongumannafoss, Hraunfossar Hundafoss, and Barnafoss. Each of these falls is marked, and many have their own platform so you can sit and enjoy the sights. Also, it is possible to walk behind Gongumannafoss. Hraunfossar Waterfall. Located in Borgarfjörður in western Iceland is the lava waterfall named Hraunfossar. The waterfalls run down the brims of Hólmundaran lava field and into the Hvita River. These waterfalls are a real treasure, best described as a collection of countless creeks and cascades, big and small, streaming out of the lava over a distance of 900 meters. The phenomenal lava flow creates a magnificent color to the water. Sometimes it's dazzling and turquoise, but occasionally it's a milky white. The water squeezes itself through a narrow gorge with great gusto. Barnafoss means children's fall. This was named, according to legend, due to an accident which happened years ago in which 2 children from a nearby farm attempted to cross the bridge over the waterfall but fell to their death. Afterwards, the mother had the bridge destroyed, so it could not happen to anyone else. Stykkishólmur. Stykkishólmur is a town and municipality situated in the western part of Iceland, in the northern part of Snaefellsnes peninsula. The best way to get here from the West Fjords would be to take the car ferry. Stykkishólmur is known as the gateway to innumerable islands of Breiðafjörður Bay, which is renowned for its natural beauty and remarkable wildlife. Most of the people living in this picturesque town make their living from fishing and tourism. The origin of Stykkishólmur can be traced to its natural harbour. The location became an important trading post early in Iceland's history. The first trading post in Stykkishólmur is traced back to mid-16th century, even before Denmark implemented the Danish-Icelandic trade monopoly. At that time, trading had been at the heart of the settlement's history. One of the defining landmarks in the town are the old houses which reside in the old city centre, and this is reflected in the atmosphere. It sometimes feels like a place from a different time. There are 3 unique museums in the city centre which are definitely worth a visit. The first is the Volcano Museum, which houses the private collection of Haraldur Sigurdsson, a renowned volcanologist who has carried out research on volcanoes worldwide. A unique exhibition of international art and objects related to volcanoes and their impact on history. You can also watch movies of volcanic eruptions all around the world. Next, there is the Library of Water. This is an installation of 24 glass columns by the artist Ronny Horn, containing melted ice from some of the major glaciers around Iceland. The glass columns reflect and refract the light onto a rubber floor embedded with a field of words that relate to the weather, water, words, and identities. And the third is the Norwegian House. This serves as the regional museum for the Snaefellsnes area. Rotating exhibition and a museum shop with handicrafts, sweets, and coffee from the area. Stykkishólmur's remoteness and therefore minimal light pollution makes it an excellent viewing point for the Northern Lights, an incredible natural phenomenon that can't be missed. In Iceland, the aurora can be seen roughly 8 months of the year, beginning sometimes in late August and lasting until the summer sun makes it too bright to see in late April. Kirkjufell Mountains. From Stykkishólmur, we travel 30 minutes away to the small fishing town of Grundafjorda, where, standing tall above the town, you'll see the most beautiful sight of Kirkjufell Mountains. The mountain stands at an amazing 1,519 feet above sea level, and this is the most photographed mountain in Iceland. For all you Game of Thrones fans out there, I'm sure you'll recognise this as Arrowhead Mountain from the programme. The formation of Kirkjufell Mountain is a dramatic act taking place over millions of years, ever since the last phase of the Ice Age by glacial erosion in Iceland. The mountain is very steep in all directions and layers of rock are clearly visible from the bottom to top. This was formed due to a unique natural phenomenon in Iceland named Nunatak. Essentially, it's an exposed peak that's not covered by ice, and it's also called the Glacial Island. Like most natural attractions in Iceland, Kirkjufell Mountains is no different and looks completely transformed from in the summer to in the winter. During the summer, it comes alive with vivid shades of green and red foliage, and with the help of a guide, the mountain can be climbed. During the colder season, the mountain becomes a snow-covered mountain, inaccessible but glistening under the midday sun, and provides the best scenic backdrop during the Northern Lights. Hellnar. By road from Kirkjufell, we travel around 50 minutes to the tiny ancient fishing village of Hellnar, situated close to Arnastapi on the westernmost part of the Snaefellsnes peninsula. The village used to be one of the largest fishing stations of the peninsula, with a hub of activity. Many trading and fishing vessels will pull in and out of the harbour daily. Around the area, there were many farms and around 38 houses by 1703, which in those times was significant for Iceland. As time has passed, it is Reykjavik that has taken the fishing and trading industry away from the village, and it has become a lesser known area. Fortunately, tourism has boomed in Iceland and the village has become a popular place for a rural stopover. Hellnar hosts the guest house for Snaefellsnes National Park, which has a very educational exhibition about the economy of former times and on the geology, flora and fauna of the park. On the beach, some spectacular rock formations can be seen, with the protruding cliff named Valsnos, which comes out across the front of the ocean and into the sea. You can also enter into this cliff via a cave, known for its colourful changes of light and shades that vary in tune with the natural light and movements of the sea. Búðir. Heading northwest for 20 minutes by car, you will reach the small hamlet of Búðir. This hamlet was also once a very prosperous fishing village and trading post. In the beginning of the 19th century, the trading post was abandoned, but today, the area prospers economically because of tourism. The hamlet is located in the lava fields of Búðir. Búðir consists of a church and a country hotel, but is otherwise uninhabited. The black wooden church is all that is left of the former community and still has some of its original artifacts after being rebuilt several times. Búðir boasts the vast lava field Búðir that reaches east from the hamlet towards the sea and west to the reef of Hraunfossar. The lava source comes from the 88-meter tall volcanic crater Búðir, which is located in the middle of the lava field. The crater has an opening on its southwest side where you can go deep into the Búðir cave. That's it for part 4 of our Iceland travel guide, Iceland's Western Regions. Which area of Western Iceland do you think you would most like to visit? If you've already been, which was your favourite place? Let us know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. We really appreciate you tuning in. If you want to see more from the Limitless channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. You've been watching Limitless, and we'll see you next time.